Hey, this is Craig Ford. We're having a community conversation again. Today is December 14th with Mike Gagliardo. I think, Mike, people know you more than they know me or anybody else around. You've been around quite a while, and we're happy and fortunate to have you. So,
Thank you,
Mike,
sir.
tell us about what you do for the city and the county.
Well, I've been here for 28 years now
Wow.
as the music director of the Etowah Youth Orchestras. And then for about the past 10 years, I've been involved also with the Gadsden Symphony Orchestra. So, through the Gadsden Cultural Arts Foundation, I work with both of those organizations kind of as the artistic director and the conductor, and also an administrator and a manager of the programs.
So, we were talking a little bit before we came on live about where do you get your students? And you told me some interesting facts about most from Etowah County, some from Idaho County, but you said some come from all over.
Yeah, the thing about the youth orchestra program is it's really kind of become a regional program, and Gadsden's our home. Of course, we're based over at the old Temple Beth Israel,
Hmm.
the music center there, and we're the Etowah Youth Orchestras, and a majority of our students are Etowah County students, and we provide string instruction in schools in the county. But the reputation of the youth orchestra program really extends out well beyond just Etowah County, and we kind of encompass this 7 county radius. And we've had students travel from as far away as Birmingham and Jefferson County, up in Madison, north of Huntsville. We've had kids from all the way down in Ranburne and Cleburne County.
So other counties around us don't have a youth orchestra.
No, really, we're the only program like this in Northeast Alabama. You would have to go to Birmingham and Jefferson County, or you would have to go to Huntsville and Madison County to find a program
Wow.
like the EYO.
Man, that's fantastic. EYO being Etowah Youth Orchestra.
That's right.
And you're kind of under the umbrella of the Gadsden Cultural Arts. Is that it's fair to say?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. So we're a project of the Cultural Arts Foundation, just like Imagination Place, Children's Museum, or the Downtown Dance Conservatory, or the other projects that the foundation has and operates throughout the county.
Yeah. So how many students do you have right now? In
Between our in-school program and our after-school program, there are about 300 kids who are involved
gosh.
with the youth orchestra
Wow.
program, and they range in age from, fifth graders all the way up to seniors in high school.
So when you have a concert, like when I've been to concerts, it's mostly the older ones, I guess. You do the younger ones at a different time, or
Yeah, that's right. The younger ones are school-age students in the 5th and 6th grade in our school program. They do programs in their own schools,
okay.
and then they'll do one big end-of-the-year concert that's just their program. But
that?
for the concerts that the general public's probably more familiar with and that they've attended or that they've seen advertised, like the Rock and Roll Christmas Show, those feature our after-school ensembles, which consist of the older students, the students who have more experience, they've been playing longer.
Wow. I got to ask, how many instruments can you play?
I can fake it on a lot of
Yeah.
instruments.
All right.
I'm mainly a trumpet and piano player. I do percussion and string bass on the side.
Wow.
When you go through music education in college, you learn to play all of the instruments. Some of them take, some of them don't
Yeah.
take.
What's the hardest one to play? I'm just
Man,
curious.
I struggled with flute and clarinet.
Those are hard.
Those were the two instruments that I struggled with playing. And for everybody, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But those were the two for me.
So I did take piano for 2 years.
Yeah.
From Ludger Martin up on Nakalula Road. I don't know if anybody remembers that name, but she was excellent. I just didn't do well at it. But I love hearing the orchestra. They're fantastic. And so tell us about do you have any upcoming events? I know one we're going to.
That's right. That's right. Another part of what we do with the youth orchestra program that is unique and special to our program is we try to give our older advanced students an opportunity to do some chamber music playing.
Mm-hmm.
So what that is small groups like a string quartet or a woodwind quintet. They're coached, but they're not conducted. So they'll work in a rehearsal setting with a coach, one of our faculty staff members with the EYO. But when they go out and do performances, we'll be with them, we'll accompany them and travel with them, but they're leading their own performances and doing their own thing when they get out there and play. And of course, our role there is kind of serving as advisors. And so we've got two groups, the string quartet and the woodwind quintet, who are going to be doing a lot of playing during the holiday season. We played for the Greater Gadsden Greeters about a week and a half ago, did a little playing out at Gadsden Mall. We're playing on Friday the 16th for the Goodyear Retirees Party over at the venue.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be at the Birmingham International Airport, Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport on Monday the 19th of December, playing for holiday travelers from 2 to 4 that afternoon.
Which I think is so cool. So John Moore, who's on the staff at the mayor's office, we're traveling down, and we're going to be down there we're going to sit there and just heckle and have some fun and clap. And but for Birmingham to want our youth orchestra to come down and sit in the airport and play, I think is a great accomplishment to you all.
Well, we always enjoy doing that, and it's not lost on us, and we impart this on the young musicians, that this is not something where the folks at the Birmingham airport just said, oh, hey, anybody come, whoever wants to come and play, we'll let you come play music for the holidays. There's a certain standard
So it's an honor.
that they expect, and the Birmingham Airport Authority pays the musical groups that come in to
really?
play.
I did not know that.
So there's an expectation from the Birmingham Airport Authority that this is going to be quality stuff, and I think it speaks well to our students, our band and orchestra directors, our private teachers in the area, that we have the caliber of students who get invited back year after year to do this.
That's great. So do the kids have their own instruments? Do y'all provide the instruments? Or
For our advanced players, by the time they get up to the upper level orchestras, they are generally playing on their own instruments.
Okay.
Now, some of the stuff we provide for them, the big percussion instruments, the xylophones and the timpani and the things like that.
So I know you don't have a tuba, I don't think, in the orchestra, do you?
We do.
You do?
We
Okay,
do.
so what's a tuba cost?
Oh my gosh. Wow. If you want a really good one, you're into 5 figures to get you a good
Because I remember when I was a legislature, we had to buy some tubas for Hoax Bluff, and I remember thinking, my gosh, I did not know how expensive they were.
Yeah.
So if you don't purchase them, they rent them possibly? Or?
They do rent them. We own a few of those types of instruments, but through different projects and sources, the Alabama State Council on the Arts, the Alabama State Department of Education has a program called the Alabama Arts Education Initiative, our Etowah County Community Development Committees. Through those sources, we've been able to purchase some instruments, bigger instruments like that students may need to borrow from us to be a part of the program. And for our in-school teaching, we have over 200 kids in that program, and every one of those kids has an instrument that we provide to them for their use in the program for their first 2 years.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's a barrier that a lot of folks have. They'll look at it and say, well, boy, I'd love for my child to do this, but we can't afford to rent an instrument, or even we don't have good enough credit to go rent. And we could afford to do it, but we don't have the credit.
So do y'all have fundraisers ever? Or
we do our annual Button Day fundraiser.
Okay. When is that? Where is that? And what is it?
We do that in November of every year. So we've just passed that, but we always do that the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
You kind of think the veterans with the poppies or the Salvation Army. We've got the I Heart EYO buttons, and we locate ourselves out in front of some local businesses, the Johnson's grocery stores, the Cash Saver grocery stores, and people drop a little money in the bucket and we give them a button. That this year raised over $5,000 in a 6-hour period.
So if somebody wanted to make a donation, is it tax deductible? It's
absolutely.
How do they do that?
They can go to culturalarts.com,
Okay.
and you're going to see a red button up on the top right-hand corner of that webpage, and it says Donate Now.
Okay.
And you click on there, and you're making your donation to the Gadsden Cultural Arts Foundation,
Okay.
but you can designate it.
Okay.
And so if you wanted to designate it toward the Youth Orchestra, the Gadsden Symphony, you could do that. If you're a supporter of the Children's Museum, Imagination Place, you can
There's a
support
place to
them
mark
there.
that, or just put it in comments or
Yeah.
something. Okay.
Yeah. The Downtown Dance Conservatory, Lindsay does a fantastic job with
Absolutely.
that program, and we've worked with her before. So,
Well, listen, I want to tell the community. So I've asked a lot of questions. I kind of know the answers too, because when I was in the legislature for 18 years, I dealt a lot with y'all. And y'all, we are so fortunate to have Mike and the youth orchestra and the symphony, and I'm not sure what that other word you said, the woodfin something, but
the chamber music programs. Yeah.
Well, the other one, I can't remember what it was. I don't know, but you woodfin something playing too, or.
You got the woodwind quintet and the
quartet,
string
yeah.
quartet.
So you can tell he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But we're fortunate to have y'all, and this is a big deal for the arts program, because when we recruit industry from the mayor's office, a lot of people want to know what do they have available for their children when they want to locate here. One thing that we do, we take potential investors, and when we recruit, we take them to Cultural Arts Center. And that is a gem to show them, and the Imagination Place, and the Arts Museum, and we just keep on going down Broad Street and to K Moore, DGI, the Pittman, and then we're going on to Alabama City, the Ritz, and that is a huge attraction to help recruit industry. People don't think about stuff like that, but having an arts program and a music program in your community is not just about that. It's also about, it's just one spike on the wheel that helps it go round and round and round without wobbling. So if there's one thing about you we didn't know, what would it be, Mike?
Oh my gosh. I think that, if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen a lot of pictures of my grandsons.
There you go.
That to me, when our first one, when Janet and I, when our first grandson was born, that I think that changed both of our lives.
Yeah.
He's 3.5 going on 4 now, and we've got another one who's 6 months. And so, the students in the youth orchestra program see me in one role as their director and their conductor, and let's get in and get down to business, but they may not have seen me in that role as Pap,
which is
it's a totally different role.
Yeah,
so
Pap.
that's
Okay.
That's one of the things that we've had happen for us in the past 3 or 4 years that has really been, it's life-changing for the better.
Absolutely. So when's your next event, if you could tell us one more time?
Next event, of course, will be for the Goodyear retirees on Friday morning. We've got the EYO's Rock and Roll Christmas Concert on Saturday.
And where is it?
That's at the Oxford Performing Arts Center,
Okay.
And that's on Saturday, December 17th,
Okay.
7 p.m. concert. We're down there in Oxford this year while they're still working on finishing up things over at Wallace Hall at Gadsden State,
Yeah.
getting all of the renovation and
Oxford
restoration work
Performing
done
Arts
there.
Center is beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful facility. It's a little trek
And
down
then
the
the
road.
airport is Monday.
And the airport is Monday
Yeah.
the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And,
Thank you,
this
Mayor.
is one of our episodes of Community Partners, but Mike, welcome, and we're so glad to have you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Hey, this is Craig Ford, Mayor of Gadsden. We're so excited to be at the Birmingham Airport today. The Birmingham Airport asked our Etowah Youth Symphony Orchestra to come and play on an annual basis. We just caught wind of this with Michael and asked him if we could attend. Of course, he said yes, and we're so excited. We've never seen TSA this calm before, so we're excited to be here to support them. We're here representing the youth orchestra, 3 different counties from all over Northeast Alabama. So we're excited to have them, and we just wanted to come down from the mayor's office and let them know we support them. They play for 2 hours, and then they'll take a break and they bring in other musical groups throughout the state. But it's been phenomenal to see the people walk by to be able to see who they are, what they are, and it puts Gadsden and Etowah County on the map. So thank you, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas.